Welcome to the DreamLifeCatcher.com open letter. We're calling it Scammers, Spammers, and Fake Celebrities. We wanted to share our experiences with you in trying to promote our idea of DreamLifeCatcher.com and some of the resistance that we received from many people. Over the past 4 months, I've been working on this idea of combining entrepreneurship with philanthropy. Hence, DreamLifeCatcher.com was born. Now, this idea really came about accidentally. One day, while driving through the city of Santa Ana in Orange County, California, I noticed a really long line that stretched down the street and around the corner. At first, I thought it was some special event. Maybe a store was having a contest or maybe giving away free gifts. I even thought that maybe there was a sports figure or celebrity signing autographs. So I turned my car around, and what I noticed was that the line was for the local food bank. Astonished, I parked my car and watched as I saw small kids in strollers and many senior citizens waiting in line for hours just for a few bags of groceries. And that evening, while at home, I did some research and found a video on YouTube by ABC News reported by Diane Sawyer. They did a great job tugging on my heartstrings, reporting that over 44 million Americans are now living under the poverty level. 35% of those are children. They also mentioned that it was conceivable that there were millions more struggling just as hard. People that are being paid minimum wage that really couldn't make it. And they suggested that the figure would more than likely increase in the following years. So, after putting down my plan on paper, I thought long and hard how I may be able to help. I contacted some of the best people I knew in technology. They were web designers and coders, able to do the things I needed to make this happen. So I offered them a partnership, and we were on our way. Because I'm the idea man, I left all the design and coding to my partners, and it was decided that I handle the promotions by getting the word out about plans for supporting food banks and children's hospitals. Now, as some of you know, getting the word out can be a very tedious job. There's so many questions that need answers. Where's the best place to promote your idea? Should we spend thousands of dollars on marketing firms and companies who claim to have access to the news media? And then we had to ask ourselves, will our customer listen to our charitable plans and join? Or will they just listen to what we have to offer them in return in exchange for our very small annual fee? So I decided to draw some attention to celebrities who seem to have the same goals that we do. The ones who go on TV and tell and show everyone what great people they are and how they care about you, the very people who keep them on the air. So I joined Facebook and Twitter and went directly to their websites in order to stand out. I was hoping to tell them what the great plans that we had and hope that they would tweet us back a congratulations or a good job. You know what I'm talking about, the virtual pat on the back. What did we get for weeks of doing this? Nothing. Not one retweet, not one thank you for being a good citizen, not one we support your efforts. We contacted Oprah Winfrey, Ellen DeGeneres, Diane Sawyer, Marlo Thomas, Kelly Ripa, and Maria Shriver. We tweeted them, sent them emails, joined their websites, and all we got was resistance. On Oprah's site, they have a blogging section and one of the subjects was called money. They didn't explain in what direction it should be. It's just called money. So I read through the comments. Some said how grateful they were that they had a great life and they made great money. And Oprah's staff would reply, "That's great to hear, so-and-so. We wish you continued success." But others told their story about their struggles, how they were having difficulty making ends meet, feeding their children. Some even said that they were in the process of being evicted from their homes. Do you know what the staff said to them? Nothing. Nada. no wishes of support, no words of prayer, not one word. So I posted a comment about how we were developing DreamLifeCatcher.com to help support food banks and children's hospitals. Can you guess what happened? My post was not allowed because I had a domain name in it. So, here are my thoughts on some of the fake celebrities who make us believe they care. Oprah Winfrey, the biggest and the best. Way back when she became on the national scene, she was doing Jerry Springer type shows. My husband is cheating on me with 5 different women. She was competing with Phil Donahue, who owned afternoon TV at the time, but he was doing more responsible shows dealing with real life issues, not sensationalism. Then one day, during one of her shows, she began to cry. And for some reason, it became big news. The media were running these clips on evening news programs, and literally overnight, people knew who Oprah Winfrey was. Imagine being a fly on the wall the next day following that show with her producers. Wow, look at all the attention we're getting after yesterday's show. That's what we need, more emotion. Let's refocus our show to include more humanitarian issues. If you remember, shortly after her crying show, she announced she would no longer do fluff TV and even called out Jerry Springer for doing the type of shows he was airing. Within a year or so, she surpassed Phil in the ratings, and eventually his show was canceled. Soon, Oprah was the queen of daytime talk shows, and she became bankable. She started her own company and took over as executive producer, meaning she owned everything she did. And everyone knows when you're bankable, you start making ridiculous amounts of money, and that she did. She's now worth well over $1 billion. Now, I don't take away all the humanitarian things she did. She did some wonderful things for many people around the world. But I can't help asking why she did it. Was it really to do great things around the world for others? Soon, she announced that she was going to leave the show, and she started her own cable TV network called OWN. You may have been reading that OWN is not doing very well in ratings. They're struggling to keep it afloat. So now, what is she doing? Having people like the Kardashians and Rihanna on her show called Life Lessons. What in the world can these people teach me or you about life? If anyone out there has an answer for me, I'd like to hear it. To me, that's selling out. To bring people on your show, not because they truly have something to contribute to society, but only because they're popular, that seems wrong to me. Especially when you tout yourself as the great humanitarian she is. So let me ask again. Did she do these things for real good, or just to promote herself? Let's talk very quickly about her shows titled Oprah's Favorite Things and The Amazing Car Giveaway. Do you believe she paid for any of these items? Do you really think she worked very hard to get companies to give these items to her studio audiences? If you do, you're naive. Read the article from the New York Post, and you'll get what I'm talking about. And one more thing. Have any of you been to the OWN website? Nothing but ads, pop-ups, commercials on all their videos. You can't comment unless you join her membership. Why? Because they sell your information to advertisers. How do I know? I joined, hoping to get a word in about Dream Life. Now I get emails from companies trying to sell me facial cream. Ellen DeGeneres. Well, Ellen picked up right where Oprah left off. As soon as the announcement came that Oprah would be ending her show, Ellen was in. Again, she's also done some great things on her show. Highlighted some great teachers is always something we enjoy because we're huge fans of teachers. She's taken YouTube talent and highlighted them on her show as well. That's a nice thing for people who are trying to break into show business. But again, I ask why? Because she has a good heart? Or was it just to generate a larger audience? If you notice, she brings on YouTube people, and these are the ones who have the most views on their videos. Some of them really don't have great talent. So, is her staff looking to give someone a break with real talent? Or are they just putting them up because they know the followers of those YouTubers will watch and spread the word via social media? Go to her website, ads, commercials, and take a close look at her charity page. You'll notice most of them are for animals. Does she like animals more than people? Hey, I like pets as much as the next guy, but you know, I'm more of a people person. Let's talk a little bit about social media. The two most popular sites today are Facebook and Twitter, as you probably know. And if you're an everyday user, you also know that they both have become a place for marketing people to hound you and bombard you with ways of getting your money. Facebook alone spends its time convincing you to hook up with new friends. When you log in, are you taken directly to your home page? Nope. You're taken to a page where they recommend more friends to you. When you disable your account, do they leave you alone? Nope. You get emails telling you that all of your friends miss you. Ever play a so-called free game on Facebook? Then you know you start getting emails from all the game creators. How do these games work? How can they make money if they're free? Let's take a simple casino game. Well, sure enough, it's free for a very short time. You run out of game money, and the only way to play longer is to buy more game money with real money. Isn't that gambling? In real definition, no. Because you don't get anything in return for the fake money. To me, it sounds like it's worse than real gambling. You get nothing in return. Here's my advice to you. Save your game money, save your real money, and after a few months, just go to Vegas. Now, I know I sound like a pissed off guy, and honestly, I am. I can go on forever telling you what's wrong in today's society, but I'll bore you to tears. Please, check out our pre-launch website. Am I asking you for money after all this? Yes, I am. But I promise you, you'll get much, much more than the $29.95 annual fee. You'll get opportunity, and you'll get complete transparency and honesty from us. And the cherry on the top is you'll get the satisfaction knowing your dollars helped hungry America. Thanks for your time. We encourage you to look around our website. We encourage you to join now. Find out why. It's best that you join now, because later on, you may not get that opportunity. Think about what we said. Have a great day, and don't forget, stop playing those free games on Facebook. It's only a way to entice you to spend money.